again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life. Meaning he's not going to be, his name not going to be put into the book of life. Verse 23. But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again. But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy, which is getting something you don't deserve, give you breath and life again. How can he do that? If you die, thought it was over with. He said, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Regeneration, reincarnation. Baruch, the 4th chapter. Baruch, the 4th chapter. Let's look at 27. Baruch 4:27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High. This is the Lamb speaking to us. Say, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High. For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. And that's all of us. Because if we didn't know, then we return to the Most High, even in learning the truth. We got to seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. With our salvation. Let's look, I want to get another one with John the Baptist. Get Matthew 17 and 10. Matthew 17 and 10. And the disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elijah must first come? And the Mashiach answered and said unto them, Elijah truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you, it's the Mashiach saying this, that Elijah is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. They cut his head off. That's why we didn't deal with birthdays. It's only 2 birthdays. The baker, he got hung on the tree by Pharaoh, by the Gentiles, celebrating the birthday, and Herod celebrating his birthday, and his daughter asked for the head of John the Baptist, who we talking about and reading about right now. Verse 12. But I said to you that Elijah is come already, and they knew him not. Could you press star 6? Before what?
Before the scripture said, seek him 10 times more.
You mean 2 Maccabees? 7, 13, 14, and 23. So you're looking at verse 12 in Matthew 17, but I say unto you that Elijah is come already. So Mashiach Yahushua saying this. Elijah's come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. See? Mark 8, 26. Mark 8 and 26. And he sent him away to his house, saying, neither go into the town, nor tell it to any in the town. And Mashiach went out and his disciples into the towns of Caesarea Philippi. And by the way, he asked his disciples, saying unto them, whom do men say that I am? And he answered, John the Baptist, but some say Elijah, and others one of the prophets. See, there it is right there. Again, Luke 9 and 7. Luke 9 and 7. Now Herod the Tetrarch heard of all that was done by him, and he was perplexed, because that it was said of him that John was risen from the dead. You know, he didn't kill John the Baptist for his daughter's sake, put his head on a platter. And of some that Elijah had appeared, and of others that one of the old prophets was risen again. See? This is what we knew. And Herod said, John have I beheaded. But who is this of whom I hear such things? And he desired to see him. Mashiach Yahushua. Verse 18. And it came to pass, as he was alone praying, the disciples were with him. And he asked them, saying, whom say the people that I am? They answering said, John the Baptist, but some say Elijah, and others say that one of the prophets is risen again. Okay? He said unto them, but whom say ye that I am? Peter answering said, Hamashiach of the Most High, the anointed of the Most High, the Messiah of the Most High. That's very important. And he straightly charged them and commanded them. That's why a lot of people don't see and not saying the Mashiach, because he said he straightly charged them and commanded them to tell no man that thing. Don't tell nobody that I am Hamashiach. There's power in that. I need to call right here. That's some noise.
Q&A mode is on. Participants may now unmute themselves. Presentation mode is on. Only organizers can be heard.
Let's go to John the 9th chapter. See if you can see this. John 9, and we'll start at verse 1. Yeah. And the Mashiach Yahushua passing by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. As he passed by, he saw a man that was blind from his birth. From birth. And the disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin? What is sin? 1 John 3 and 4. They asked him, who did sin? 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law. And that's the law of the Most High, his laws. For sin is the transgression of the law of the Most High. So they asked him. This man was blind from his birth. Born blind. When he came out of his mother's womb, he was blind. And I got to say it like that so you'll understand the significance of what he's getting ready to say here. St. John 9:1. And as the Mashiach passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth, born blind. And the disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin? Who transgressed the laws of the Most High? This man? How this man transgressed the laws of the Most High? He was born blind, people. But they asked him, who did sin? This man? How could he sin in the womb? Come on, think. That's why you got to have a spiritual ear to hear what's being said. His disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin? Who broke the laws of the Most High? Who transgressed the laws of the Most High? This man was born blind. Or his parents, that he was born blind. See that? So it had to be what they know is at a time of the past, when judgment came back to this earth, and the judgment was put upon him. But they asked, who did sin? How could a man sin in his mother's womb? Break that down. Mashiach answered, neither have this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of the Most High should be made manifest in him. I must work the works of him that sent me, while it is day. The night cometh, when the darkness, the gross darkness of the people, gross ignorance of the people, when no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world of Israel. When he had spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of spittle. And he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay, and said unto him, go, wash in the pool of Siloam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way therefore and washed and came seeing. Came back seeing. That was the purpose. Think about it. This man was born blind. But they knew that if he had sinned in a prior life, why the Most High had judged him and had him come back here blind. Second Ezra, first chapter. Start at verse 35. First Ezra, first chapter, verse 35. Hold up on that. I think I'm on this second Ezra. Second Ezra 1 and 35. It says, your houses, your bodies, that's your bodies, will I give to a people that shall come. This, you know, it's talking about the Spirit, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them. See, because remember the Most High, he renews the earth with the Spirit. So he said the people that were of old, he gonna give their body go to the dust. He gonna give a new body to that spirit of people that come on the earth. We haven't seen the prophets. They were all gone. Everybody was gone by the time we're born now in these last days. See, they have seen no prophets, which we haven't, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance. That we're going to come back to the law, statute, commandments, and realize we have transgressed the laws of the Most High, and recall the sins of our forefathers, that we don't do the same things, and acknowledge them. So I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the things that I say. We have not seen them with bodily eyes, but we believe the things that's in the scriptures. That's only the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. So far in abundance that I can see. And now, brother, behold, what glory, and see the people that cometh from the east, unto whom I will give for leaders. For leaders. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Hosea, Amos, and Micah, Joel, Obadiah, and Jonas, and Nahum, and Rebecca, Zacharias, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zacharias, and Malachi, which is called also an angel of the Most High. So, because an angel is a minister of the Most High. And the leader is going to be the ministers, the pastors, the priests, the true priests that's going to bring forth the word of the Most High according to his mind to the best of their ability. So it says there's no remembrance of former things, so we're not supposed to be acknowledging that we are any of those men. Because we don't know. Look at 2nd Ezra 14. 2nd Ezra 14. And 30. I started verse 28. Shema these words, O Israel. Hear these words, O Israel. Our fathers at the beginning were strangers in Egypt, from whence they were delivered. Verse 30. And received the law of life, which they kept not, which ye also have transgressed after them. The people that came after them transgressed the law unto this day. Then was the land, even the land of Zion, parted among you by lot. But your fathers and ye yourselves have done unrighteousness, and have not kept the ways which the highest commanded you. And for as much as he is a righteous judge, he took from you in time the thing that he had given you. And now are ye here, and your brethren among you. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding, and reform your hearts, your minds, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the unrighteous shall be declared. That's why when you look at